Good morning, students. Today we'll start with Civics, Standard 6, Chapter 10, Rural Local Self-Government. Now, before moving on with this slide, children, I would just ask you to go through page number 95, Get Set part in your book, where you will see Vandana Bahadur Mehta. She is the first woman Sarpanch of Khankhandvi village, which is in Madhya Pradesh, and she has helped her village become aware of the various government schemes which were related to health, education and sanitation. So there she has set up first school in her village, and she has also built a pond to address water shortage. Means there was shortage of water, but she has built a pond in order to remove that shortage. So now we see in this slide that what is community? Community is a group of people living together in one place, children. That is community. Now here we can see the introduction part. Villages, many villages, towns and cities are also a part of wider community. Not only you can see other, but village, towns and city, they are also wider part. Okay. Coming to the third point, you see government actually needs to attend the needs of the people living in villages. Many needs are there, the people who lives in village, like clean drinking water is required, electricity is required, then maintenance of road is required, maintained road should be there, that to properly one, then medical services also should be allotted to them. So these all things should be taken care of. In this slide, students, we learn about local self-government. Now, what is the need or requirement for making self-government, that is local self-government? Because it makes the governance very easy and efficient. Like if one work is divided into different individuals, it becomes very easy to handle that task. Now in second part we see it is a system where local people are involved in this for administration of their areas. And in third part we see that people, they participate in development work which is related to agriculture, irrigation, electricity, anything related to society as a whole, that is a community as a whole. So they develop in the development of that work, whether it is related to electricity, education, health, maintenance of roads, and the problems are also not neglected. Why? Because people, they themselves look into the matter and people learn to be responsible, self-reliant. Now in the second last point we'll see Panchayati Raj is local self-government body that functions in which area? Rural area. And the municipality is also the local self-government body, but it functions in urban areas. So children, in this chapter we will learn about complete rural areas part. Urban area is different, like urban is, it comes under cities, but rural areas, these are villages. So we'll be talking about the village area. So here we learn the need for local self-government, why it is required, and what are the functions, what is the election, how the election has been done, or what are the terms for becoming a member. So these all things we are going to learn in this chapter. Here in this slide, children, you all can see a flow diagram which is showing the central government, then state government is there. After that, local self-government is there, which we are reading. Then rural and urban, two parts it has been divided. And in rural areas, as I said you, Panchayati Raj system is there, which takes care, which functions in the rural areas, which takes care of the rural areas, and municipalities are there, which take care of the urban areas. So by this diagram, I think so it will be very clear to you all to understand. And we are right now studying this third point, that is local self-government, which is divided into two parts, rural and urban, and rural is Panchayati Raj system and urban is municipality. Here we will read about the features of a panchayat, means the structure or a form of a panchayat. Now what is a panchayat? Panchayat is actually a village council, where pancha means five. So 5 people sit there who have been elected by the people, and they only pass on the judgment, and whatever judgment they take, people have to agree with that. Now here we see that this panchayat, they look after everyday running of the village administration, that is day to day running of the village. Now your school administration is also there, like everyone, principal, coordinator ma'am, everyone looks after the school administration. Not only the students, but each and everything has to be taken care of by everyone, those who are responsible or they are working under that administration, even we teachers. So just like that, panchayat looks after day to day running of the village administration. Coming to the third point, children, you see a panchayat is responsible for village development. Now of course the development is also in their hand, like setting up primary schools, solving any health issues are there, or any medical things to be provided, anything they have, or the water, drinking water is coming clean or not. So these all things to be taken care of. Then in the last point we see the Sarpanch elected head. The Sarpanch is the elected head, and he is assisted by elected members. Assisted means he is helped by the members who are elected. Now children, as already explained you earlier about features of panchayat, now we will understand the structure of Panchayati Raj system. Now what is Panchayati Raj system? Panchayati Raj system has come from the word that is panchayat only. This word panchayat, I have already explained, is the assembly of 5 elders or panchas. They are known as panchas also. And Panchayati Raj system is 3-tier system. It works under 3 levels, that is Gram Panchayat, where the head you can see is Sarpanch. Then number 2, the Block Samiti. Then you can see where the head is Block Pramukh. And the third is the Zilla Parishad, where the head is the District Collector. Now children, these all will go in little detail in the next slide. Now in this slide we will go through the village level first. That is, the first is Gram Sabha. Now panchayat system at village level consists 3 main bodies, that is Gram Sabha, Gram Panchayat and Nyaya Panchayat. So I repeat once again, the village level consists 3 main bodies, the Gram Sabha, the Gram Panchayat and the Nyaya Panchayat. So now in the first one we will go through Gram Sabha. Gram Sabha is formed in villages, as I have already explained, rural. We all, whatever we are reading is based on rural part, and have a population of 500 or more. So it can be asked the composition. So the composition, that is, of Gram Sabha is it has a population of 500 or more. Now all men and women above the age of 18 years, they are the members of Gram Sabha. Remember, the ones who are below it, they are not eligible, but the men and women above the age of 18 years, they are only the member of Gram Sabha. And how many times they meet in a year? They meet twice in a year. And all the important decisions looking or concerning the village are discussed by this Sabha, that is Gram Sabha. So the important decisions are concerned over here. Then the last point we see that it also elects representatives to Gram Panchayat. Who are representatives over here? Here we can say representative is a person who is chosen or appointed to act or speak for another or others, you can say. So here we can say it elects representatives to Gram Panchayat.